Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. So last time we made some headway into Amnesia Rebirth. It's been a fun time so far. This is Amnesia's Swanky Town. Yes, yes, hello Captain, welcome to the stream. This is one of my. I know the music is still here. I will turn it off once the game begins proper. Castlevania music, too good. One of my favorites from Symphony of the Night. But yeah, we started Amnesia Rebirth. We made quite a bit of progress, I'd say. But we are still in the fortress because we shot an old tank and it fell over, and then we died, but then we weren't dead. And yeah, the things with this game, and well, I'm wondering how timey-wimey it's going to get. Put it that way. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. Shot the tank. Poor machine, what did it ever do to you? It was just making a weird face at me. Can you really blame me? Right, we read that note last time, I remember. Because it was yesterday. Use your strong arms. Your strong arms. Yes, okay. Sorry. Not really much in the way of puzzle solving or anything here right now. You know what's one thing? I don't think this game does it. That's one thing I miss from classic Amnesia. And that's not like a criticism of this game or anything. You know, it's just a bit of nostalgia on my part. The blue flash and the piano music when you made progress or solved a puzzle, indicating that you recovered all your sanity. You ever just walk into pitch blackness and wonder where it all went so wrong? Awfully chipper today. Don't worry, it'll pass once I'm a ways into the stream. I'm just projecting extra energy because, well... No, I guess if I had to analyze the day prior, I have my new phone, fortunately, which is a huge relief and a load off my mind. So, I guess there's that. I also had 3 energy drinks because I have no consideration for my health at all. Another OnePlus 3T. I could have probably gone for a newer model, but I just wanted the same thing as quickly as possible. Because I didn't replace it because it failed on me. I replaced it because I made a mistake. But yeah, and quite fortunately as well.
Stay calm. Stay calm. The darkness. It feels like I'm losing control.
The old OnePlus phones are very great. Also maintenance, probably still some spare parts around if you ever need it. Alright, that would be great. It all depends. For now, I hope they'll just work properly it'll just work properly for a bit. I don't even want to think about replacing parts right now. right when it could have been useful. It dies out. I got it from Mark Plants. Any signs of use? No, it's pristine, which is good. What was kind of nice is the guy thought he had a screen protector, and then he let me know he didn't have one after all, and refunded me part of the money as well. Really polite guy, honestly, really nice.
We need to find a way out, little one.
Okay, so
Right. It's alive somehow. What do you think it wants? I don't know what's happening to me. But if you're here, it can't be too bad. We'll get through this. I just need to stay out of the darkness.
right, I actually have so much lamp oil saved up that I should probably use the lantern a bit more. I also am ashamed to say that I forgot Salim's name until I just saw it. Sorry, Salim, you deserve better than me forgetting it. It's kind of a shame you can't use your lantern to turn things on, I guess. I mean, it does make logical sense that you'd be able to, but it would also make it overpowered, so they had to make a gameplay consideration, I guess. Let's see here. The queen had no king. Many princes came to court her, but none brought her joy. She was sad because she wanted a child. She asked her wise people. The wording here is somewhat childish, but they said, "Why do you want a child? We are all your children." "I must have a baby," she said, "because I cannot be queen forever, and someone must be queen after me." "Nonsense," said the wise people. "We will brew you a magic potion, and then you will live forever. You will always be our queen." So that is what they did. But sometimes when she was alone, the queen cried, because although she was mother to the world, it was not enough. It is apparent from the writings of Usum of the intent of these newcomers. They came to us from a far place with their thoughts set on conquest, and they made us into their servants, their slaves, their prey, their fodder. The last word may also be translated as crop. Their origins are unclear, but it is highly likely that this was another incursion from the lands around the Nile or even further into Persia. But yeah, I'm also very happy how quickly I was able to find a good replacement. In good condition and with a good price. Of course, if it burns up and dies tomorrow, it'll all have been hoping for too much, but so far seems good.
On that day, the people thronged the byways of the city. When the doors of the tower opened, the name of their new empress rippled through the crowd before her like dye into water. Tihana, blessed Tihana. She stepped down, bareheaded and barehanded, dressed in a simple robe, and she walked amongst the people. Some cried out with joy, some wept openly. Behind her came Tamaku and the rest of the alchemists, bearing a litter on which rested 7 crystal orbs.
What in the name of God?
Those little memory things were definitely in Amnesia, the original. Assyria Goetia, ruling in the southwest part of the world, and hath 20 great dukes to attend him in the day, and as many in the night, who have under them several servants to attend them. And we mention 8 of the chief dukes that belong to the day, and as many that belong to the night, because they are sufficient for practice. And the first 4 that belong to the day have 40. It's like, is my brain going out, or is the writing here slightly obtuse? And the first 4 that belong to the day have 40 servants apiece under them, and so have the first 4 that belong to the night. And the last 4 of the day 20, and the last 4 of the night 10 apiece. They are all good-natured and willing to obey thee. Those that are of the day to be called in the day, and those of the night in the night. And these be their names and seals that follow. His 8 dukes that follow belong to the day. Olitter seal, Cargo seal, Bunniel seal, Rabba seal, Arisot seal, Ariel seal. The seaweed is always greener. Kuopiel seal and Malugal seal. Because this particular wording is quite old, so the wording and phrasing is meant to be easily understood, you think? Yeah, I guess so, but it's not just that it isn't easily understood, it's that it's like, it keeps building sentences upon sentences. It reminds me a bit of how some of the initial Bible books will have, like, laws really written out in a really detailed fashion. And the sentence goes on, and it's very, very specific and all that, but a bit hard to read sometimes. It is the 3rd day. I have fallen in with a group of Moorish travelers. One of them is suffering, struck with the curse of the king's evil. So I prayed with them for her fortitude, that she might reach the cave of the mother with all speed. They tell me that Tezend is within 2 days' journey, should all go well. Yet there is the obstacle still to overcome. The path goes through the demands of one Tarkan Reis, a robber baron of the Ottoman people. Pilgrims must pay a heavy tithe to use his water and to travel the mountain pass. I have spice and $3 left. I pray it will be sufficient. Oil runs out quick. I do like, this is a small thing, right? You walk into open darkness and you're like, oh no, how can I do this? But then your eyes get used to the dark, like in game, it switches. But of course, even if you get used to the dark, it's still damaging to your sanity, so can't be doing that too much. Hey, hey, Tak, welcome to the stream. It has indeed been a while. I hope you've been well. The spooks are high. I mean, yeah. Of course, the scariest thing of all is getting stuck on puzzles. Oh, right, yeah, the Smash presentation. Regarding the choice of Sora, then, I will say that it probably wasn't my #1 pick, but that it was a good pick. That's my opinion. I think Sora, though it may sound weird, represents something very similar to Smash. Sora is a character who brought the worlds of all the Disney movies, various Final Fantasy games, and other Square Enix properties like The World Ends With You, and its own story all into one package. And Smash is a crossover of a similar or even greater caliber. So having Sora in the game, I think, makes a lot of sense. It was I suppose, a very logical end conclusion. Oh, that one isn't actually going away. Okay, so last time, there were times in the game where I was threatened. Where I felt a bit threatened, but usually not so much. Oh, right, yeah, the Nickelodeon fighting game as well. Not going well with my sanity. Feels very permanent when the doors keep shutting behind me. Yeah, like every enemy encounter prior, it feels very much like a scripted moment, right? Oh, this is a determined small pocket of area where an enemy spawns in, and now you need to hide one time and then be on your merry way. It's very different. It's a very different kind of horror scenario than we got in The Dark Descent. Where you would meet enemies on patrol incidentally, and you could have like these emergent situations that possibly no or few other players had. But of course, when it's all emergent, you can't have a really cool, scary moment where you're looking into that beautifully lit hallway with the green light in the distance, and you see this ominous creature with slightly oversized limbs crawl out the wall. Like that. So yeah, I'm not trying to say that this game is doing it wrong. I'm just endlessly comparing things, even though I shouldn't, because that is just the way the human mind works, I suppose. We see things in a frame of reference compared to other things.
I'm sorry we're in this horrible place. We'll get out. I swear. I'll be okay, my love. I just need to keep calm. To remember what the doctor said. We're going to get out of this. You and I. For your papa. And for your sister. I know. I know it's horrible. But we're together.
By the way, is the game audio okay? Audio is fine? Okay, thanks. Oh boy, puzzles. Environmental puzzles even. Okay, I don't like the really slow zoom out. Makes it really hard to tell what exactly is going on. Like when I rotate the thing, I immediately want the feedback. I don't want to see this slow thing happening. This loops back around, I think, so we shouldn't go down there yet. Is this where I came from? Whoops, can we open? Thank you. Matches.
That light again. It's a person somehow. What is it doing?
Oh, I let my entire lantern run out. Very smart. Well, yeah, the mysterious shiny person has been very mysterious so far. Okay, so this one is not budging, not doing anything anymore. Completely useless as it is now. Like the blue flash, that means the baby wants to say something, right?
Little one, don't worry. We'll be okay.
Well, say something is is maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but
It's your papa. I'll have to show you pictures. He's still with us. All the time now. Don't worry.
right. That's what I meant by is trying to say something, but yes, that's when the baby kicks, and then you can talk to the baby, and yeah. Okay, that was strange. Now, don't close the door behind me, guys. Ah, yes, Happy Times room, clearly. Okay, well, we have opened the door. The rules of environmental puzzling say that when you have opened a way back to the start, we could then go in here and go there without this platform being here, which means we should probably move the platform. That is what my instincts tell me regarding environmental puzzling. Alright, so it is an humble choice. Okay, hopefully that means a lot of people get to try it. I wish frictional games all the success they can get. It's a difficult scene, indie horror, even now. And they kind of breathe new life into it with Dark Descent, and I would like to see them succeed and continue to do so, if at all possible. Yes. I believe that I understand. But perhaps I do not. Now, video game, you are not going to demand that I be overly precise, are you? Oh, right. Now, if we could come out of that hole up there, we would have a way through, right? Yeah, from this angle, it cannot possibly move left and right again, so I believe it is in its proper place. Though it might not be. Okay. Ah, yes, the... I will say that the physics are quite janky quite often. I've had several pretty annoying moments right now. And I am stuck, I believe. That was my rating for this game, shattering to pieces. Nah, I tried all the buttons. I'm stuck. I got physicsed in there real good. Soma had some jank too, yeah, true. But it had less vertical navigation. Dropping down, climbing up. Didn't have that much of that. It was... the exploration was more unbound, in a sense. But yes, it could get janky too. Oh, you're right, you mentioned that you got stuck on the ocean floor. Yeah, I think those parts were especially jank because when they let you free, suddenly things, well... I'm going to get that lovely sketch of a kid eating beans again. Yes, there we go. Beans! Yes, oh, sorry, that was too loud. This is my reaction when I eat beans. I've never been so surprised about beans. If it spawns me in the chest, I will be very, very, very displeased. Oh dear. It actually did. I was joking, but it spawned me in the chest. I'm stuck.
You need to take care of yourself.
Wow, I actually took severe fall damage from this. Leaning, which one is the lean button again? Okay, I'm trying something here.
Shit, that hurts.
I'm actually going to die from fall damage by standing in a chest. Come on. I was actually really starting to enjoy the puzzles too. Okay, reset to the checkpoint. How would I go about doing that? I completely saved and exited out of the game and it still spawned me in this chest. Nope. I literally saved and exited and it put me back in here. I can try again though. If I might have to load game, then maybe it has a prior load, but I will be very disappointed if I've lost progress due to this. Welp. This is a problem. Okay, if this save is also stuck in there, then I am basically effed. Well, okay, yeah. If you want to help me out, I would really appreciate the help. Then yeah, because this is horrible. I would prefer to just no clip like 3 feet forward instead of reloading the whole level, though, if possible. Oh yeah. One momento. Why would they not give you no clip in the developer console? It's like one of the main reasons to have a developer console. Uh, so the guide says I need to go all the way into the files. Alright, welcome to technical issues. I will have to exit out of the game then, if I want to actually do that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, it's not on principle. It's not that big of a task, but it's not what you want to be doing when you were hoping to stream a fun horror game. You know, it's kind of ruining the experience. Well, now, let me just go to YouTube and put on a bit of music for you. Let's see here. Here's a fun, relevant one. Okay. The file has been opened. We set debug mode to true. Alright, let us try again then. Let me sip my coffee. Should have just called it Amnesia Birth, because this one could have used a bit more time in the oven. I'm just thinking of dumb jokes while I wait for the game to do things. I just got done being like, oh yeah, I wish Frictional all the best, you know, I really hope they succeed, and then I sit here being angry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean or anything. Beans! Sorry. This is Frictional Games when they realized they left a game-breaking bug in the game. Okay, well we have a little window thing now. This says teleport to start position, right? Should I do that? Yeah, that's what I think. Okay, oh. None of the buttons seem to be doing much of anything. Like, I need to load... Like, do I need to find the map I'm currently in and load that? Uh-oh. I pressed reload. Now it's doing something. Maybe I should have ticked off from... Okay, that's basically reload from a checkpoint, but that is a lot of progress gone. I hope I can get back to the position again, yeah. All my resources are gone, by the way. Nope, lantern's gone. Everything's gone. Looking for the items you need using the console. It's a lot of fiddling, but maybe, yeah. Let me just. I'm guessing not having any of the resources I picked up along the way is game breaking. Like literally not having the lantern. That's a critical item. Like you could probably do a challenge run without it, but not a fun playthrough. Now even in this one we were stuck in the box. Well, suppose we'll have to start where we literally ended off yesterday night. Everything undone that we did. Well, I have to be honest and say that this does sour things a bit for me. But I'm gonna try to get back to where I was without too much whining. Okay, see, at least I have my... I'm pretty sure that this is a critical item. And this is a critical item. Like, they can't give you just the bracelet and leave it at that, right? Like, come on now. Ah, yes, lag? What is going on with this game? There we go. Okay, gonna attempt to get back to where I was with some speed, but reckless abandon.
Stay calm. Stay calm. The darkness. It feels like I'm losing control.
Baba. I don't know how I managed to turn on slow motion without even trying, but that was strange. Whoops. Saw a genie's butt. That means you are now more stressed. This preventable tragedy happens to at least 10,000 women every year. Okay, so I go in here, I try to walk down the hallway, and they spawn the spooky haha monster man. Oh no! Was that a good YouTuber moment? I am already doing this, Mr. Hint. Terry Hints. As you know, when you lie down on the ground, you become invisible to most predators. Oh, I was not expecting it to approach like such. That actually got a bit tense, almost. I was almost a bit afraid there. Anyway, yeah, this isn't too big of a problem, fortunately. Okay, now let me touch the baby while we stand near this green thing.
I swear.
Don't you go stepping in chests anymore, indeed. I will attempt to be careful. Could be a mimic. Oh yeah, we don't like mimics. Chomp chomp. Although, kind of a fun idea for a monster. Like imagine the kind of creature that specifically is designed to trap adventurers. I kind of like it. Can do fun things with that concept. Okay, there is the much reviled chest.
We need to find a way out, little one. That light. It's alive somehow. What do you think it wants?
The baby's like,
Well, Mom, it's kind of hard to determine the motives of a sort of eldritch, interdimensional being. But, you know, I'm glad you asked my opinion.
We'll get through this. I just need to stay out of the darkness.
that is clearly what the baby actually sounds like. Oh, right. I forgot one part of the puzzle. Puzzle. That was an example of me not doing it wrong, but the physics just being weird again. Okay, you know what? Against... Like, I should really just take the long road and do it proper. Eerlijk doet het langst, as they say. Time to jump and die. Oil! Lampenöl, bomben. Right. We are back in business, so we can clear off the salt now. Tabula rasa. Clean slate. Nothing bad happened. Frictional Games is an immaculate game developer with a rigorous QA process. And that's all there's to it. Yeah, you move aside for a bit. Okay, now can you actually do what I ask? Oh wow, you can actually do what I ask if I rotate the... I'm starting to think maybe it's my mouse that's the problem, or maybe it's my shaky caffeine hands. Oh. I know the solution. It's all good. I appreciate the help, though. I solved it last time and then I fell into the chest. Maybe I need to get a new mouse pad. This one is nice looking, but it's old and faded. Donk.
I'm sorry we're in this horrible place. We'll get out. I swear.
Yes. Okay, we are...
My love. I just need to keep calm. To remember what the doctor said.
Can you imagine that reloading just empties your inventory? Unbelievable. Maybe there's a setting I missed or something, but gosh, diddly darn. I am moderately to extremely... Okay, I'm done complaining. I'll stop. I said I would stop and then I keep doing it anyway. Relentlessly whining about things. It's not good. Ow. Let's try to take the positive here. I really enjoy this type of environmental puzzle. Yeah, so we can go out here and thanks to me intelligently placing the thing, we can move on. So that means the other path is optional, so we'll check that first. A large lamp oil container. I guess that was worth it. Precious resource. Also, I like that you can barely see it, but yeah, you can't even see. It shows how much is left on the left side, but you can't really see it all that well. I thought I was about to jank my way into the abyss there.
Son of
I actually think that's like an elevator, but sure. Anyway, progress has been made, somehow. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was also mostly thanks to your support. Glad you're here. Because honestly, I was this close to just closing down the stream. Like, okay. It's already a tired, stressful time, and I was really looking forward to playing this game, but if it's gonna pull that sort of thing... Bebe wants to speak. Okay, Bebe, speak.
Don't you worry.
These bones sticking out in ribs kind of give the like an almost humanoid silhouette in against the dark. Would be funny if the baby was cast by Andy Serkis, yes.
My precious.
I just took 5 years of my life by doing that. Alright, we'll need to go in there, but... Right? Let me check the time. It's scare o'clock. Okay, it might be here then. There's so many encounters where the monsters don't actually do anything that it can be hard to tell when it's a real encounter. This feels like a real one though. I am also sitting right in front of the hole that he's probably going to crawl into, which is a problem. Welp. Time to move. Okay, I am almost a little bit nervous right now. Every place here is set up so it can feasibly follow me, which I don't like. Am I really gonna have to go into the water and swim or dive down? Well, before we move on,
It'll be alright.
Bebe.
yeah, I didn't get the kick prompt, so I can't heal from the baby if the baby doesn't kick. Kick me, baby. Kick. Okay, anyway. Now that I'm done saying really weird things that sound even worse out of context, let's dive down in here. Sanity is not doing good. I got can opener achievement for that. Not sure if that's a good thing though. Some cans of worms are better left unopened. I need the light now. Okay, that's actually quite unpleasant. Also, apparently we can in fact choke, which is not good. Come on. Okay, that was quite intense. Difficult interactions while being chased, yes. Hope you, Amnesia be like, hope you still remember how to do rotary motion while a monster is nipping at your heels. Haha. Also, I said it during the sunset scene last time. I will say it again. Good pacing. The game is communicating something to us here, right? We've been through a difficult moment, and now there is a literal point of light here. Scary music is gone, the monster is gone, we have a brief moment here. It might break in 10 minutes or 10 seconds, but for now there is some peace. Of course, it could all be a trick, in which case I will uninstall the game and cry.
What? Who are you? What do you want?
Hey, guiding me to the right place. Also, you are, if I had to guess, probably me from another dimension. Or another time, perhaps.
Well done, precious one.
I don't know, with the eye so black, it looks kind of scary. Oh no, you've guessed the plot. Not really, but I wouldn't tell you anyway. There's like when a streamer plays a game and he speculates on what could possibly happen, and people are like, he knows, he knows. It's like, yeah. You never know if people are just memeing or if you actually guessed it right.
Little one?
No heartbeat.
No, I'm sorry. Please be okay. I'm sorry, my love. Just let me know you're all right.
Oh dear. Let's see. Salim can't name the child by your name. He has to call her Precious one of the little ones. Somehow feels strange to me. You're right. I also think it's intentional, and I'll tell you why. I think it has to do with a few twists that they're gonna pull out of their hat later. Maybe. This game is called Amnesia Rebirth. These two people who love their daughter very much left her. That's how important the expedition was to them. Alice is her name. And then she proceeded to go on this new adventure, also pregnant. And then we had the weird dream. I don't know. I'm guessing I'm just really thinking about who the baby is right now. That's what I'm thinking. Like I could wager some guesses, but I am just trying to give you an insight into my thought process regarding the story. Apologies don't heal bone fractures, lady. Exactly.
I hope I didn't hurt you. Hush now. Close your eyes for some peace. Hush now. Who are you? What do you want?
It's a good question. A fair question, in fact. When like a random light person that appears and disappears randomly starts following you around. Would be nice if they could communicate some kind of intention. Last time she did guide us to the proper path, so I'm guessing she's trying to help.
We came this way. Hank, stay with me, Hank.
It is not good, Miss Triana. Not at all. We may reach help, but he will not.
Fuck.
These bad words. Lady, come on. Let's have a swim in the oasis. Yum, 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 yum. You're forgetting that the witness on the stand is a ghost. Yes. Edgeworth sheds a single tear. Oh.
Oh, Christ, this feels good.
Don't drink too much. And fill up the flasks, bottles, whatever you have.
I have all the, like, I'm so immersed in media that I almost called it a set piece. But of all the type of environments I'd like to see, I think it would be cool to be in an oasis one day. Oasis is like a natural miracle.
Wait. The thing in the fort. A ghoul, you said. What was it? I don't know. It's just a story. It said they haunted graves and dead places. And they ate human flesh. Demons that were driven out of paradise.
But anyway, so it's just a theory. A game theory. Now excuse me while I give Undertale to the Pope. Seems like this would be usable here, but I guess not. You know, it hasn't been relevant for a while. I guess it becomes relevant during segments where you're in the other dimensions to find portals, but this looks like a portal place. Sorry about that. Sleepiness encroaches, finally.
Christ almighty.
Don't go near it. Tazi!
Follow. Hope. Life.
I think she's trying to help us.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My god. It's a fucking devil is what it is.
Hmm.
4th of March, 1937. I am Tessie Trianon. I survived the crash of the plane Cassandra. With me are Hank Mitchell, Yasmin Shabani, Dr. Anton Metzier, Leon de Vries, and Malik Tamboura. My husband Salim and others are in a cave near the crash and need help. Some have died. Richard Fairchild could not handle what we saw here. He ran. Alex Sterling has gone after him. We can't wait. We must do something that is utter insanity. Hank Mitchell, our leader and my friend, was badly wounded by a creature in the fort. Yasmin calls it a ghoul. A flesh-eating monster from desert legends. She may be right. Hank is losing blood fast, and he will die. There is no time to get to help. There is a shrine here, to a local spirit. This will sound like madness. She appeared to us. A figure of glowing light. She spoke to us. She offered healing and to save us from the desert. And I agreed. She led us to an amulet, hidden here in the shrine. I took it. Now there is a shimmering doorway in the rock. I swear it wasn't there before. If we step through, Hank might survive. He is so pale. Oh, Salim, I don't know what else to do. This is crazy. But I promise, I will return to you. Fuck. This is insane.
Let's see, I think they mentioned this goddess creature person individual. And they said something about her being like she can't be summoned, but if she takes pity on you, good for you. Something like that. I'm guessing this is the portal they stepped through then, but
Nothing. I guess this is close somehow.
okay.
Where did she take us?
+5 respect for them realizing my thought process and adding an extra voice line or two specifically for me trying that. That made me forget, like, for 10% or so, I have now for 10% forgotten about the chest debacle.
Tassie? Tassie? Hello?
Yes. Yes, I'm here, Doctor. Oh, it's so good to hear your voice.
Ah. You are still... Well... Where are you?
The Oasis. We were here before. What happened to us? I just read something I wrote. There's a spirit. A glowing spirit. I've seen her.
I will explain it all, Tassie. Come to the village. We have lit a beacon in the tower. Look for the smoke.
Thank you. Thank you. Doctor, you talked about my blackouts. I have these marks on my skin, and I keep losing control. You gave me a medicine. What's wrong with me?
I do not know for certain. We need diagnostic implements, reference books, civilization. Remember, Tassie, control yourself. Avoid fear. Avoid anger at all costs. I have to go. Yasmin, she needs me.
Doctor? Doctor! Shit.
Right. You are still ... I'm getting the levels of sketchiness are rising with the doctor.
There's the smoke. It can't be far. Oh, little one. A village. People. A way home. Paris. You love Paris. We'll go walking in the Luxembourg Gardens. I'll show you where Alice used to play. Be okay, little one. Please be okay.
Where Alice used to play. Something happened with Alice. I said it before. I'm just reiterating, but... So many odd things about the situation. And anyway, we're back in the desert. Comb the desert! Secret. Let's see. Richard Fairchild, private secretary, question mark. Babe is British, will need a visa. Travel from Croydon with us. Richard Fairchild, Sterling's private secretary. What's Sterling planning to do? Write a book? Seems like that weight. Pale kind of fella who looked like he'd run a mile if a gazelle coughed at him. Said he'd like to try his hand at hunting, but I can't see him hurting a fly. Same as Sterling, I guess. Make sure he feels part of the expedition, but no special treatment.
Oh, the secretary? Poor guy. You ever see anyone so out of his depth? I mean, obvious why he's here. No way was he gonna let Sterling out of his sight, but heck, bet he's regretting it now.
Yeah, exactly, Tak. Ah, that's such a good movie. Bird.
When we get to the village, you can meet the doctor.
Oh, I interrupted her, sorry. Keep talking, please, Tassie.
And Yasmin. She's from Algiers. She's nice. And we'll figure out what's wrong with me. All will be well. All will be well.
But the problem is that baby.exe is not responding. I am apparently going where I'm not supposed to go.
Careful. Careful.
Slam dunk. Oh, that's one way to put it. scorpion. Huh. This looks unnatural. These scorched bits of completely blackened wood. We had a bit of a peaceful moment to reflect, to think about the characters, to really, really, really hope that the baby isn't dead.
Are you there, little one? You're okay, aren't you? Just sleeping. Please be there. Please.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have gone down the water slide. Yeah, we are near a portal.
Like this.
Me neither.
No. Not now. Fuck.
Quicksand.
No.
Should have gone in the portal instead of this.
Christ. We were so close. What the hell is this place now?
Aliens. So we've gotten to a new area, it seems. And its architecture is almost science fiction.
Mother Mary, not again.
Whoa. Did I just end up in Soma? Oh, hey, baby.
Thank God there you are, little one. I may not know where we are, but at least you're still with me. I'm so glad you're all right. I have no idea where we are. I'm glad you're here, though.
You know, I expected them to pull something like that, but the baby temporarily stops responding.
It isn't Arabic or Tuareg or Ottoman or anything I recognize. I keep wondering if I died in that crash, but this can't be hell, because you're still here. And it sure as hell isn't heaven.
Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly.
Alice in
For she had
Wonderland.
plenty of time as she lay down to look about her and to wonder what was going to happen next.
Speaking of Alice, the Alan Wake Remastered collection has been... collection. Alan Wake Remastered has been released. And yeah, if you haven't played those games, this would be the time to do it.
Oh, little one. Every step we take it feels like we're further from home. There must be a way back.
I really have stepped into Soma now. I almost thought it was a Vitruvian man for a second. Okay, yes. I am fully immersed in the lore right now.
What the hell?
Oh, this one is English now. Under the sign of Ranu on the third rise at the first calling, I, Atharu, make this record. I have completed the comparison of the samples from the Empress and from the bones of her mother, blessed Atua. Atua! It is clear now that both carried the sickness, although it did not manifest in the forebears. While Vitae, something that was quite critical in Amnesia the Dark Descent, is powerful enough to rebind bone and sinew. Without repeated application, the health again deteriorates. A single dose is no cure, it merely drives the decay back for a time. Tamaku orders that I test repeated application, quantities, insertion points, timings, in her name. Under the sign of Ranu, on the fourth rise, at the eighth calling, I, Atharu, make this record. As Tamaku directs, I have compressed the most ancient of our records of the Empress's malady with the newly taken samples. In the earliest of samples, Tamaku was correct. The nutritive flow to both organs of generativity were intact, albeit reduced, and therefore they would have been functional before the spinal repair. However, since the influx of Vitae, the organs are now entirely withered. Why has the substance not reconstructed them? Did the degenerative malady affect them permanently before the treatment began? I have asked whether I should prepare a report for the Empress, but Tamako informs me that this is unnecessary. It is, of course, merely of alchemical interest, and no matter for concern, for she is eternal. In her name.
I've seen that before somewhere. The woman from the oasis.
Now, why would you want that over your bed? I guess it's mostly to scare intruders, because you're not gonna be seeing it when you lie in bed. But if I can tell you one thing, if I was lying in this bed, I would feel the stare from above. Huh. So this thing provides power, I suppose.
find myself again confined. A day should not matter, but each day feels like waste. There is so much to do. Tamaku tells me that now, with Vitae, I have forever. But the people who depend on me do not. There is always something. Invasion, rivalry, sickness, penury. I have my duty. Perhaps I should end these sessions. Now they've found a way to stabilize the disease. I should be ecstatic. I should accept my fate and move on. It is such a faint hope that they can find any way to heal me. That they can find any way to grant my dearest wish.
Now you are eternal, says Tamaku. Now you need no heir.
None of them understand. This is not about politics or securing a future. This is not for the Empire. This is for me. Just for me.
What in the name of God?
So we read earlier about a queen who wanted a child, and her people made her live forever because they couldn't do without her, and she had no heir. And I guess that's this individual. They worshipped her. Oh man, reading. I love reading. Ilyander, Septarch of the Enkindled Fortress, has dispatched messengers to the Outer Isles under the guise of a trade mission, despite our previous warning. It is my recommendation that we relocate 3 Fists of the 2nd Regiment to the Isles immediately. On the matter of the harvested stock, it has been suggested that with the new chamber development, the need for such stock will diminish. I believe that is short-sighted. The new capacity surely means that we are at liberty to increase the number of factories. With that, we can vastly increase our defense capability, as well as increase standards of living across the Empire. This new expertise is a gift. We will be wise to make use of it. Instruct me, Great Empress, and I will inform the Council of your decision. In your name, Eternal. Bonk. That doesn't recover it? Or alright. I was hoping I could bring it to put it in here, but guess not. Better be careful now that I know the physics aren't always up to snuff, though. Could cause the game to break. I'm not sure what's causing it to go on and off. But hey, we solved the puzzle. Partially, at least. Oh man, when I see all this difficult to understand architecture and stuff, I get really worried. bright.
It feels like it's waking up.
Orb. Let's see. Under the sign of Edu on the first rise at the 8th calling, I, Kita, make this record. The configuration of a new test gate has been delayed by a failure in a subsidiary node. Mihara, you must complete on the next rise as you have been prepared. Place the orb in the center, select the focusing symbols for this alignment and insert 2 full cells of vitae. Remember Tamako's lessons, Mihara. Master the orb. It is your focus and discipline that will open the portal and allow objects to be sent through.
Another rift. That could be our way out.
Could it really be as simple as that? Okay, fish on a hand, cheering guy, and sad horse. That's what I'll call these symbols for now. Okay, I think that was a good start. That chair scared me. Alright, well I do realize what is missing. I just don't know how to get it. We have the symbols, but now we need 2 bottles of vitae. Vita. Life juice. But how do we get that? The laser beams don't hurt, at least. That would be kind of tragic if they did. I think Vitae was actually the healing item in the original Amnesia too. At least it might have been. Well, that did something, but I'm not sure how much good it did. Let me just quickly check if OBS is actually still running. Would be kind of awkward if it wasn't. So yeah, we need the Vitae, the life juice stuff. But placing the orb locks everything down, so perhaps we should not have done that yet. Right, this is where we got the orb from. There's another bottle with nothing in it. Impressive sight.
What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, did you want to keep that? Well, I can't put it back anymore, so I guess I need it. You know, keeping someone alive is one thing, but keeping them alive with like a missing Gary's mod texture, that's a bit unethical, isn't it?
There was a white sun at the great gate. It tore the air and the land. A corruption of living flesh crawls from the hole in the world and turns all to ash and rust. The control stones have turned against my kindred, shaping them into floating wraiths of nightmare. The city falls. I am to blame. My companions took my formula, some to use it to destroy the Vitae at the gate, others to infect the Vitae pipelines and end the suffering. The gate has indeed fallen, but catastrophically, unleashing energies beyond belief. Still, the factories scream. We have failed in the worst of ways. It is my duty to stay at my post, to see if I can find means to end it. I have no choice but to use the Vitae. An ocean holds the great Empress to life, so a meager portion will suffice for me. If any find this record, know that I was the traitor Kita, alchemist, apprentice to Tamaku. Forgive us our folly.
When we take that fluid out, you know that this person is going to die. I will check if there's a choice here and if we can get the fluid from elsewhere.
It has taken me many, many rises in the gaps between my work for Tamaku, but finally it is done. I have a formula which is in sympathy with the pulse of the orb. I can provoke the symptoms of the red flesh.
Probably should have checked this one first.
Come destruction, channeled through the Vitae network. This might be the answer we seek.
So they were experimenting with like this evil corruption flesh that was crawling out from other dimensions. That same crawling, corrupting flesh was also in Amnesia: The Dark Descent, by the way. Not saying this as a way to incessantly compare the games, but rather to point out that this game itself is associating itself with that story by bringing in these known concepts. Kind of a waste, but sure. Beats leaving it here, and we don't really need the light.
Everything smells so old here, like rust and wet copper. I know this place is strange, but I promise I will get you home. You'll love it, little one. Sunset over the Seine, the jardin in autumn. Oh, the colors of the leaves. I have so much to show you.
Okay, I will go over there and see if I can get another bottle elsewhere, but if not, I'll have to take it from that dying-ish person. To be honest, it might be a mercy to remove the life support at that point. Perhaps it is not my place to say, though. Yes? No? Okay, I don't believe we can do much of use here. Well, in that case, there's only one thing to do. Pull the plug. Alright, bud, I hope you won't resent me for this. But, I need that bottle. Sorry. I regret it. Can I put it back? But I need both bottles. Come on, game. Are you really gonna make me do this? Okay, grab it, run, don't look back. No, this man is not choking because of me. Or woman. I have no idea, to be honest. I thought it was the queen at first, but it was clearly that guy from the note, so... My favorite puzzle solutions are death and cruelty. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Why can't the baby just give me hints?
Yes, mother, I believe that you need to place that device there.
Alright, you doing okay? I guess not. I'm not sure what having this here will do in terms of benefits, but sure. Right, right. This whole thing went wrong because I didn't... I took out the boxes and then I didn't realize what this thing did. There we go. But I was correct in thinking I needed the thing.
A tower. Smoke. That's the town. And the doctor. But how can that be? Something just changed.
Oh, the meat corruption is here. Alright, escaped successfully. Took me a bit longer than it should have, because of that little mistake I made with the cubes, but we are here. And we are done with this puzzle. Phew, that was a bit challenging, wasn't it? I would like to say I can stream tomorrow, but I'm afraid I need to go to bed really early due to the work on Friday. So I'll keep you posted on how... Street lights? I'll keep you posted on how things will look. No stream tomorrow, but hopefully...
What are you doing, little one?
One and one.
Yes, but what is one and one? Alice?
Alice can't play. Alice can't play. Alice is gone. Don't worry, Mama. I'm here.
Boom. Okay, that was maybe it was a bit inappropriate to say boom there, but told you there was something weird about the way they weren't saying the character's name. Is she in denial about her daughter's death and kind of projecting really hard onto the new daughter, which is as of yet unborn, but are we seeing like flashes of the future? See, there's that again. We saw the same thing during that first weird hallucination. Giant Bibbe.
Alice? Alice! Salim! Salim, quickly!
Mm-hmm. You know, there were strange inconsistencies from the very start about them leaving their daughter. So she pulled out that little plushie toy, and her husband was like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna leave that," you know, kind of uneasy about it. And she was like, it didn't want him to be alone or something. That was really strange. And that was Alice's favorite doll. So if you were really, like, I think it dawned on me, like, near the end of last stream, when you started this one. I think if you were very vigilant, you could probably have figured out that Alice is probably dead. Somnambulist. I will say though, you know how big.
No, 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 no. You're so much bigger. This can't be real. Wake up. Wake up, Tessie. Oh, God. Oh, God, Mother Mary. What am I going to do? Come on. Come on. Pull yourself together. Where are we?
So every time we go through one of those weird time warps, her, like, the state of her pregnancy, like, moves forward.
Shit. I'm so heavy. This feels like 6 months. More. Oh, God.
Okay, so I'm spellbound by the direction the story is taken, but I was going to say...
Shit. This isn't a dream. This really isn't a dream.
One thing that's always terrifying is when kids suddenly say something they shouldn't. Like, the cliche is that they suddenly have, like, a voice. That's a bit too much. That's not scary. But I have had, like, a cold shiver when she said, Alice can't play. And I felt from the start, like the subtitle said child, not Alice. And if you ask a child what's 1 and 1, and she starts talking in sentences of 3+ words, that's immediately uneasy. Ha! You guys thought I hadn't done this Amnesia rodeo before. But let me look around first before we head right into that.
Oh, that's heavy.
Beatles. The Beatles. Paul McCartney of the Beat. Okay, sorry. I will try not to be obnoxious while we're at a serious juncture in the story. Okay, so it's only the one that we could destroy. This was the only one. Oh, yeah, let's not jump down. Let's climb down. Don't want to hurt the poor Baba.
Careful. Careful. This is not so easy anymore. Shush now.
Right, we're pretty good on resources right now. It's kind of a dirty trick. I light a light and there's a corpse there. Come now. How dare you be buried here? I just want to sit in here for some private time. So, is there no point to this? Just a small glimpse into that other world. I suppose it's cool. Yeah, it must be a rough time to navigate through an ancient tomb while highly pregnant.
Oh, that smell. Like back in the laboratory. It's getting stronger.
Oh, so the evil meat is back. Not sure if I should be calling it the evil meat.
We'll be safe.
Sanity restored. Now I was reflecting upon something, but I don't want to go on a huge tangent when there's major story developments, you know. That's the problem. You want to give the game the space to show what it wants to show and tell what it wants to tell. But
What is this foul stuff?
it hurts when you touch it, if I recall. Don't touch it. Very good. I don't know if it's the texture work, but does our right hand seem older somehow? I have been wondering that for some time now. I should not have opened the meat door. It was clearly a mistake to open the meat door. Never open the meat door. Do you know what you put in that stuff? Oh, okay. Let's keep moving.
Come on!
Excuse me while I just... Okay, didn't mean to crawl that much. Escaped. Escaped. That got a bit tense there. Fugitive.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, it just keeps going. Spinny spin, spin, spin. Let's not waste any more oil.
It's the town again, little one. See? It's another gateway, I think. A portal. Like in that laboratory, but big enough for us. Look! Little one. I think this is a way out of here. I know it's crazy, but can we get it working? This isn't working.
So we need more to open this particular portal. One would assume the same rules apply. Do we need 2 bottles of Vitae?
No. There's definitely something wrong here.
Oh wow, is that what the oil is for? I had no idea, video game, thank you. This is where we came from, I believe. Let's not go back there. We don't want to jump right back into the meat monster. As a matter of fact, let's make sure we never see it again. I believe that we'll need to do something about the positions of those things at the top, perhaps? However, some of them are stuck and I don't know why. Right, just checking if I can remove it. There's no point to removing it, so that's not the problem. I'm wondering what's stopping me from moving it. No secrets behind the barrel, sadly. But this one we can move, right? And it's the only one we can. Maybe it's in the way and that's why we couldn't move things? At this point, anything could be. Oh, there's literally just a path here, okay? Okay, don't look at that.
I can't believe this. What if I get even bigger? Too many dark corners. I'll try to hold on, but this will be difficult, little one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little one. How did we get to this, huh? And how did you grow so fast? I hope you're alright. We need to get out of here soon.
I'm not sure if I should always answer the call.
Mama's here. This place is so strange. Who on earth built it, do you think? Who on earth? We were going to French Sudan, to a gold mine, to make it more efficient. Alex Sterling's family were paying. I was doing some drawings. Jonathan, poor Jonathan. He was the engineer. How much use is gold in all of this?
Abdullah. Khaled will take on Daniel's duties. You are to commence excavation of the site on us immediately. Break down the Roman walls if you must, they are irrelevant. Anything older than Roman, investigate. If there are any more markings, such as in the room with the cage, I wish to hear about them. Any records, carvings, or signs that resemble an amulet or bracelet, I wish to hear about them. Any round stone of crystal, do not touch it on pain of death, but summon me at once. Daniel, thinking emoji. Khaled, a full and accurate copy of the symbols in the room with the pillars is most important. Devote yourself to it. I wish it to be completed by the time I rise tomorrow. In particular, pay attention to the symbol I have labeled as seed. I believe it to be the crystal orb that I seek. A clue to its whereabouts will see you well rewarded. Reads Daniel's name. Very suspicious supermarket. Exactly. That's you took the words right out of my mouth. May 1839. I was right, and it is a bitter pill. A mithrayam, and in it an orb. And now my dolt of an assistant has shattered it. I have sent it and him to Brennenburg. Alexander of Brennenburg? Is that what his name was? So what is left to me now? There's a gate here. I have vitae, but I have no orb, and have discovered nothing of what Brennenburg called the Traveller's Locket. Yet it is clear this place is a part of something greater. These halls are not the final resting place of their great queen, whatever the legends may say. This is merely a spoke on a wheel. What does the hub hold? Professor, I believe this is only one part of a bigger construction. The archives make reference to this place as a gate, but it also talks of other gates, if I am reading correctly, and there is a symbol that I read as crops or harvest. Perhaps it is related to this seed. Paraplu. And in the box is a box containing more box. Excuse me, all this reading is wearing me down. I like the times when I can just kind of think about the puzzles and not strain my poor, poor voice. A Door to Many Worlds by D.A. Herbert, B.A. Holmes, M.H. Holmes, question mark, FRS question mark, forward. As I write this memoir, my great endeavor is on the verge of completion. That very threshold which has eluded the members of our fellowship down the ages lies before me, and I, Thurston Herbert, have the keys within my grasp to open it. What great beauties, what bounteous paradises may lie beyond the gate. Surely it will lead to the Arctic deeps, to megalithic structures in Brazil, to anywhere within our realm. Yet we may go further. The evidence has been for our eyes since the days of Adam. I use that example advisedly, for surely the story of Adam is the Hebrew retelling of our first arrival, thrust out of that Garden of Eden and into this harsh world. Beyond the gate lies the garden, the place of our making, and I will be the first since Adam to... Well, that ended abruptly. That's a damn shame. No new dialogue, she just kind of softly speaks and sings.
This is Richard's. He was here.
I don't care. Following her is insane. I won't. I won't. Richard, come back. Richard!
They left us. Richard and Alex. I don't remember why.
It looks like we need one of them sweet bottles of Vita. Vita? I keep thinking, okay, I've heard the note. Now I know how to pronounce it, and then I forget instantly once the scene or the note ends. So yeah. Baby has a lot to say, but mostly nothing. Baby's just basically kicking a lot. The doctor has been very insistent on her avoiding anger and avoiding fear. Now, on principle, that's not bad advice. Like, you want to prevent yourself from getting too stressed if you're already under some kind of psychological duress. Or physical, for that matter. The borders aren't that clear. But I have to wonder about this whole situation with the doctor. So this is the only place to go, but when we went in there, things went ugly real quick last time, so... Right, all the meat noises here are making me really uncomfortable. Yeah, this door is not opening, so that's a problem. I guess we should look on for other things then. Why is that thing making such noise? At this point I'm just throwing my resources away left and right. Allow me to readjust myself a bit. I just lit a thing for no reason. Also.
Shush now.
Like, I want to know for sure if I'm not overlooking something really obvious in this room, you know, because that would be stupid. Yeah, I don't know.
Shh. Shh, my love.
I mean, there are things up there, but... There's this room again, but I don't know if we've actually changed anything of note here. Well, I'm a bit stumped as to how to progress through this area, that's for sure. I think that thing is trying to tell me what to do, but... we just don't have one of those bottles to put in here. Aw. For a second there I thought I found something important, but it's just more lamp oil. Now, I'm not gonna complain about getting resources, but yeah. Alright. We had another baby moment.
Careful, God in heaven.
Huh. I can't help but feel like you can climb and walk up some stuff if you really try, but that doesn't mean that's intended, you know? Rope. See, I really don't want to glitch myself into another difficult position. But I also really want to make some progress already. Alright, let's re-examine that other room one more time. Just an oddly shaped rock. Well, I can't really figure out how to open this door. For a second there I thought maybe I had something, but this thing doesn't seem to be much aside from decoration. I am standing on a barrel. Baby barrel moment. I feel like I might be making this way more difficult than it should be. That's part of the bottle, I think. Of course, I don't know what the intended result even is with this thing. Is that a hammer? Well, it's a long shot, but that looked like a clue. A clue. Why have I not checked out that giant obvious hole before? Well, I suppose the important thing is that we have seen it now. I'm glad. It's nearly time to stop. So it's nice not to be stuck right as we're going to stop. I'm glad that they actually had a map showing this. Clearly they knew it's not that easy to find. Of course, I should have looked a bit closer.
Oh, my heart.
Right. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Alright, let me see here. Right, so we're wondering about the diagram on the wall.
Are you there?
Yasmin? Yes! Yes, hello, I'm here, I'm here. I'm trapped, I'm in a tomb.
Rest. You need to take care. I told you.
Doctor? Damn. Well, I suppose at least they can't be far. They might as well be on the moon. Unless we can get out of here.
Let's see. Perhaps there was once a real person called Tin Hanan, a leader of her people. If so, she is likely buried in the Tuareg tomb far above us. There are other, much older stories that have been conflated with hers. Legends of the Grey Lady, a goddess who can walk, a goddess who walks the desert. Legends of a healer, legend of an empress. I think these are ancient memories of what truly happened in this place. Right. So wink, cheer, fish. That's what I'll call those symbols. Diagonal is not an option. Let's see. Wouldn't it be something like... Guess maybe the wink has to come first. I mean, it's not really a wink, but you know what I mean. Right, I was thinking, I hope they don't actually like fall down, because that would make the puzzle much more complicated.
Well, that's no good.
I hope I'm not actually trying to solve this too early or something. I am. Well. Okay, yes, baby moment. I wonder if we need to figure out which... I wonder if we need to figure out which paths... Basically, is this a process of elimination where we just figure out which lines actually correlate with a working combination of symbols? That's what I'm wondering. Or is there something I'm missing here? Test complete paths, that's what they say. You're right, so we could say, now that we know we need to build a full path. This is not a full path, is it? Yeah, that's not right. These connect properly. But for the last one, I know about the symbols. At least I think I know. But I need the proper symbols on the pillars first before I can do anything with them. Yep, that ain't right. That ain't right. That don't impress me much. Okay, this is a full path. Smile, horse, horse. Well, 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 well. Don't.
Well, I guess that worked. Let's hope that's fixed the portal.
Yep, yep, huzzah. Yeah, I couldn't leave on an unsolved puzzle. That's, well, I could, but it doesn't feel right, you know? Gotta finish it proper.
It's good to know I'm not alone. You should have a name. Selim and I, we never talked about it. His mother was Amara. So you shall be Amari. That works for a boy or a girl. Hello, little Amari.
Amari.
All I have to do is control myself. Stay out of the darkness. Guess how easy that's going to be.
Yep.
Under desert ruins and Roman bricks. What was this place, Amari? Some sort of outpost for that other world. Just making sure you're all right, little Amari. I hope this isn't giving you nightmares, little one. We just need to be careful.
I have no idea how long I should keep doing this every time.
Sleep, little Amari. Mama's here.
Okay, so this is back, so let's check that other path just to be safe. Wouldn't want to accidentally miss out on something. Even if it is just lore. I mean, there is a door here, so... That scared me a bit. Right, I'm not sure what this place is. Or if I should have even gone here yet. It's a bit disturbing. Tentacle. Pretty eldritch, all of this. Is this just a little secret or something? Almost missed out on this. I was about to give up and run out. The Song of the Crystal must be attuned where the fragments of harmony fall. And there is the key to a world edge. The purity of it must be exact according to the question of the question and by question's law. Revoking the chain of memory may fracture the edge. Let edge harmony seed and fit a flow. The gate is open. Seed must be watered or empty comes. Someone attempted to translate the tablets. And did a decent job of it. As far as I can tell, I don't speak alien. There's a word that appears to mean lines, paths, or waves. I believe it refers to the carvings on the wall behind the pillars. They must be aligned and we must set the control device to match them. Mouth's harvest, loosed cattle, have hope, and fortified are the essences. Let mouth's harvest wide in freedom, and reaping shall be enriched. Without hope, there is no fear. That sounds kind of ominous. Why can... Oh, there we go. I was waiting for it to finally shatter. It was just a delayed reaction. Okay, let's check this. Alien.
The accession of Tehana. Life leached out of the daughter of Atua with every breath. The Empress decreed she must live, that the line must continue. Tamaku and their order fought to keep the life in her as she drifted in the borders. And they surged. The blades to the parting of her spine. But her womb would not quicken, and the life ebbed, and the light in her eyes faded. So Tamaku stood before them, radiant with the light of the moons, and whole, the essence flowing through her. Yet her mother took up the orb from Atua's lifeless brow and called Tamaku to her, and a fierce light was in her eyes. She took that day her new name, and that was the first day of the endless rule of resplendent Tehana, who is no mother, and yet is mother of us all.
Okay, this is cool lore stuff. It seems completely optional then. It's completely missable stuff. Alright, let's get the heck out of Dodge now. Well, I thought I could like run around him. Don't. Oh, come on. I died because I crawled instead. Like I went all the way down instead of. Yeah. Spooky, scary.
It's like I'm sleepwalking.
Right, that was a reasonably generous checkpoint. I just hope I can actually get back now. If I had just known where I should go, it would have been so much easier. Completely my mistake there. Whoops. Alright, well that was a completely unnecessary death. And I feel silly about it.
We met that ghost in the deserts, little one. Myself, Hank, and the others. She saved us, I think. But I can't really remember.
Alright, we possibly fixed the teleporter or portal or whatever we want to call it right now. So let's go there, and then I think I'm gonna call this stream right here. Pigeons.
Not far now, we'll soon be home.
I hope that's really true. Tinkerer.
God. We made some sort of deal with the ghost. Hank was hurt. I wish I could remember.
Alright, I'll probably need to align the things now. Hopefully they'll actually let me align the things now, that's the main thing. Alright, that sounds good already. And looked good too. Shiny, shiny.
Come on.
Okay, that's not going as smoothly as I would have liked. Is it supposed to be like that? Supposed to be as annoying as possible? Okay, there we go. Unlimited power. Okay. Now.
Shit. No. Something's still wrong here. This one is empty, I think.
Oh, okay, right. So now we need to go into that other area. One with the very inappropriate statues. But we'll handle all of that next time, I'm thinking. So let's go back into this area now that we have the thing we need. And call the stream there. Based on estimated length of this game, I think we should be able to finish it next stream or the one after. I think. Unless we really...
Are you ready, little one?
This is a very sad birthday party. Right. So I will have to call it done here, but I think we might be able to finish this either later in the week or next week. Probably next week. So that'll be the stream for tonight. I do want to thank everyone for stopping by, and I'm glad we made it this far in spite of technical problems. It caused some frustration, but we overcame and we made it through several major parts of the game. So I am very excited to see where the story goes next. Thank you, of course, to you, Captain, for being here and offering your support. And I suppose I'll see you next time. Look at the creepy stuff crawling up the picture. This changes every time we start the game. Yeah, one thing that I think is kind of interesting is to watch like the achievements on Steam and see how the percentages decrease. As you progress through the game. Kind of interesting. Anyway. Good night, everyone, and see you next time. I will keep you posted on when the next stream will be. Probably Tuesday next week. Night, night.